gotta educate the heart.
Good morning, it is 7:45 a.m. on Monday. It's the first week officially of August. We had August start at the weekend, which means it's a new reading month, which means I'm going to read a little bit more this month, but also continue to really enjoy what I'm reading. I'm also starting this vlog by cheating a little bit because I'm showing you footage from a walk I went on yesterday, but we found a new route and we went for like a 3.5 mile walk. So I brought my camera and took some footage, and please enjoy that footage because I thought it was too pretty not to include. So I am about to go for a walk now before I start work, but that'll just be around the same normal area. So here's some variety to start the vlog. Enjoy. I also finished The Burning God last night by R.F. Kuang. This is the third and final, I believe, book in the Poppy War trilogy, and this book was constant battle strategy, warfare, brutality, decisions, deceit. It was a lot and it was very good and very clever. I think out of the whole series my favourite is still The Poppy War, the first book in the series, but this one was very cleverly done and very, I don't want to say realistic because it's based on people that connect to a pantheon to talk to gods and become shamans. So we're not in the realms of realistic, but I appreciated that the deaths could be random, the battles were not predictable, the relationships were not predictable, the ending wasn't predictable. I appreciated that the path it took was one that constantly kept me wondering and intrigued, and for that reason I think it became a 4-star encore pile for me. I did really enjoy this one, but it wasn't quite a 5-star read because I felt it, for me, was very, very heavy on the battle and the strategy front, which I like action based, but I could have done with a little bit more character interactions within it. Although there was a lot of that, it was a really good book. It just didn't quite push it into 5-star territory for me. So I'm starting the week afresh. I haven't picked up a new book yet because I'm waiting for something to come through the post, and I have absolutely no idea if it's coming today, tomorrow, Wednesday, next week, I don't know. But if it doesn't come in the post today, I will start something else. I don't want to tell you what it is because I want to announce it when it arrives in the post. So if that arrives today, I will start reading that, the mystery book. If not, I will pick something else. I'm kind of leaning towards trying one of my poetry books because I've got 2 I haven't read yet, so I would like to read those as well, and I feel like that would give me a good boost to start the month by reading a book that I know I can finish quite quickly. But let's see what arrives in the post. I'm gonna go for my walk now, so I will let you guys know later what I decide as and when the post arrives. And yeah, just have a full day of work ahead of me. It's also Monday, which means it's my plant watering day. And that's pretty much it. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling productive, it's beautifully sunny outside, and I am ready for the week. So let's do this. Hi, it's sometime later. I went for my walk, the post hasn't arrived yet, so I'm very much like, which book do I read? But a book did arrive last week, or last weekend, yesterday, that I wanted to quickly show you guys because I'm working on this one for an ad on my Instagram, and I wanted to show you guys here as well. I'm not being paid to put it on my YouTube. This is not an ad, but I am putting an ad on my Instagram to be transparent. But book mail! Books came in the mail, I just wasn't filming a vlog. This is The Centurion's Awakening. This is written by Bridget Morse Starkenberg. This really gives me off Mortal Instrument vibes. It's basically about a girl who's at college. I love college settings. I don't feel like we read enough of those, or like uni settings. I'll take either or. Anyway, she is at college and she meets this guy who is a good looking guy that just comes up and tells her that she has this gift that she didn't know existed, and him and his sister are going to help her hone in that gift and understand how to use it, basically. So you can see why I'm getting Mortal Instrument vibes. And then there's this other storyline about an estranged father that she has to try and find, and the question of why these twins are so interested in helping her as well. So there's these kind of 2 different things wrapped up in it. It's definitely giving me addictive Mortal Instrumentsy vibes, but I'm putting together an ad for this for my Instagram, so I want to show you guys quickly as well. I'll add a link to it down below if you wanted to see that. Again, not being paid for this specific feature on my YouTube, but I wanted to mention it as well because I want to try and support the author as much as I can because the series looks really cool. Also, this cover I keep staring at because when I first looked at it I didn't realise it was a face, and now the more I look at it, it's like these eye sockets and the kind of mouth socket. There's a lot going on there that I want to unpick. So this is The Centurion's Awakening. Thank you guys for listening to my little talk about this book. I still don't know what I'm going to be reading next because, yep, the post hasn't arrived yet, but I did go for a really nice walk and I'm trying to finish Harry Potter and Deathly Hallows audiobook because I want to move on to another audiobook, but because I'm not driving anywhere, I'm not reading audiobooks quite as much, so that's annoying. But I'm going to now set my vlog to upload for the week, last week. I'm really pleased with last week's vlog. It turned out really well. I got a lot of B-roll footage that I wanted to include, and I really like the way the editing went with the music, so I'm really excited for that to be uploaded later today. Hello fellow humans. I don't know why, but I'm vibing my hair today. It's not curly, it's just done this thing, but it's got a bit more volume to it without me having to vuv it. Anyway, the post never came. Didn't come on Saturday either. Sad. But I've decided to start Fizz Fairy Tales by Nikita Gill whilst I wait for my package to arrive because this is a poetry collection, and I started in my lunch break. I'm about 20 pages in. Really like it. Oh, my eyelid just got stuck together. Blech. Really like it so far. It's fairy tale reimaginings, empowering, lovely stories about the universe and things. It's nice. I didn't really know what to expect from it and I'm enjoying it. So I'm gonna go outside and read this now because it looks kind of sunny, maybe. It's a little bit sunny. I'm going to make the most of it and sit outside, although it is meant to be really hot for the rest of the week, so that's something to look forward to too. And I don't really have any other responsibilities tonight, so I'll catch up with you when I catch up with you.
Start your computations.
Hello, today you join me in my incredibly reflective glasses that editing Beth will get mad at me for not taking off, but glasses, Tuesday, hi, it is Tuesday. I went for one of my morning walks, come back, and I've kind of made my desk set up a little bit cozy today. I've finally kind of started completing the stuff I want for my desk properly. Obviously when I move I will have a much bigger desk to actually fit this stuff all on, but for now I've kitted it out as best I can with the space that I have available. So I feel more productive personally when I've got a desk that is tidy, functional, productive, like in terms of the tech that I've got around me, that everything works well together and just looks swish and cool. So that's what we got going today. It should be a good productive day, hopefully. I'm trying to start each day with really positive energy because I think that then pulls me through for the rest of the day to feel positive. So if I wake up feeling motivated, I will then have a really good productive day and then go to bed feeling motivated and then wake up feeling motivated. It's cyclical, so hopefully, woo. I last night was reading a couple of fairy tales from the English Fairy Tales and Legends by Rosalind Kirvan. So these are all taking place in a different county within England, or a different location within England. So The Dead Moon is the one I'm about to read, and that's set in Lincolnshire, whereas I read a couple of other ones. So I read Tom Tit Tot, which was like Story of Rumpelstiltskin, and that was set in Suffolk, or not, I think it's either set or like written in Suffolk, created. And I also read King Arthur and the Hideous Hag, which was in Cumbria. This is a book that my sister got me for my birthday last month, and I am currently still waiting for some post to come with a new book that I'm hoping comes today, and if it doesn't then but I didn't want to start a new book before this one arrived, the one that's coming today, because I want to start that and read it as soon as possible. So I thought I'd read a couple of these stories, and they were really lovely. And the introduction, I really liked the way it worded it in the introduction because it made me want to dive in and really enjoy the books I was reading. So hang on, I'll read you the last line of the last paragraph of the introduction. But good stories need no further introduction, so leave the real world behind you for a while and forget your troubles as you enter the wildly irrational yet totally enchanting world of English fairy tales and legends. Doesn't that just make you want to read the book and remind you why you love reading? So excellent. Anyway, I'm gonna start work now. Enjoy your day, guys. Enjoy watching Tuesday's vlog. I have no idea what else we're doing today. Oh, no, I do. There's some exciting stuff happening later. I'm not really going to vlog it, but I'm taking over Atom's Instagram account later to help promote Midnight Sun, which is out today. So that'll be cool. I'm talking about the myth Persephone and the pomegranate, and Lauren from Fiction Tea is joining me as well on the live stream, so that'll be really exciting. That's happening at 7. So that's what's happening today. Okay, I had to do a little bit of a field trip during my lunch break at work. Went to my nearest town with a W.H. Smith's. I picked up Midnight Sun by Stephanie Meyer. This is the Edward style version of Twilight that honestly when I first heard about I was like, okay, and then gradually I've kind of remembered the tweenage excitement of reading Twilight for the first time and how excited we all were for those books and like the whole world of it. And although it is massively flawed and at times just ridiculous, they're quite fun to read if you put all that aside, and it reminds me of that younger me that was absolutely desperate to read each book, and that kind of feeling made me want to explore Midnight Sun. And it was that kind of nostalgia and that feeling of being desperate for the releases and being desperate to read them really quickly and then talk about it with everyone at school that made me quite excited for this book, and to see the kind of flip on the head and see Edward's side of it and how he's going through things. So I went and picked this up today because I was waiting for a copy in the mail because the publishers, Atom, are sending me a copy. However, that wasn't arriving until tomorrow, I recently learned. So I went out and bought one because tonight at 7 PM I am live on Atom's Instagram with Lauren from Fiction Tea, and we're talking about Midnight Sun and the myth Persephone and the pomegranate seeds. I keep wanting to say and the pineapple. Not the pineapple. And we're basically doing an Instagram live for 15 minutes on Atom's feed, all about that myth and how it relates to Twilight and to the Midnight Sun story. And I felt like I needed to have the book. I think I needed to hold it up. I will be taking over the Instagram account for Atom, and I just felt like it would be wrong not to actually have the book, but also not to have read it. I'm not intending to finish it because it's nearly 800 pages long. Didn't realise it was going to be that big, but I would like to try and read as much as possible. So as soon as I finish work I'm just going to start reading it and then just try and get as much read as possible. From memory these are quite easy books to read and quite addictive to keep going with, but we'll see. So that was my quick adventure on my lunch break. Now I want to finish work so I can start it because I'm very intrigued, and then live at 7 o'clock with hopefully some kind of an understanding of this book.
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features. You'll find her beauty goes much deeper once you get to meet her. You see her walking down the boulevard. She got the posture of a superstar. She looks so fly in those Gucci slides. Yeah, I wonder what she hides under her disguise. Yeah. And all the girls around the world, they wanna be her. And all the dudes are trying to score like it's fever. She lives a double life, puts on a show.
Okay, it's not really that sunny, but I am on the swinging chair because this is where I get my best reading done. So I'm 14 pages into Midnight Sun. So far we've had the cafeteria scene and also the scene when he gets a whiff of her smell from the fan in the biology lab and pulls a brilliant face from the films. So it's interesting seeing Edward's side of it because you don't realise quite how extreme his thoughts were when reading it from Bella's perspective and seeing it in the film. So it's interesting seeing that. I've been looking on Twitter and some people are like halfway through this already, which is impressive. And I think maybe if I hadn't been at work, I would probably have been able to read about half of this today because it's that kind of style. However, I've got 2 hours before the live just about. I also want to have a call with Lauren before we go live so we can just have a little plan about what we're doing. So let's see how far I can get in, let's say, like an hour and a half, because I don't want to be over ambitious here, but fingers crossed. So I know I said I enjoyed going for the walk in the rain last week, but it's like, I don't even know if you can see it. It's fine, spitty rain right now. And I don't overly want to go for a walk in it because it's first thing in the morning and I've just done my face, if you could tell. So, I don't really want to go outside and get really wet because I went for a walk in my lunch break. I went for a walk in my lunch break last week, so then I could just get changed and yeah, but I've just got dressed and faced, so the rain, it breaks up my routine. But anyway, hi. It's Wednesday, The live yesterday went really well. That was really exciting. There was a little bit of a technical glitch at the start because my Instagram just would not let me load a live, so Lauren had to host, but that's fine. That was fine, that worked well. But it was really exciting. It was cool to get involved in that promotion. I started reading Midnight Sun and I'm about 100 pages in. Really enjoying it actually, because I haven't read this series since it came out, I don't think. So when I was about, God, I don't know, I think it was about 15 years ago. Okay, I don't think I read them when I was 10, but I think I was a tween at least. Early teen, 12, 13. And this is like a reread, but not, because it's a different book, so you're getting a different perspective, but you're still getting the same story. So this is kind of a way of rereading, but getting a different edge to it. So I'm enjoying it because I haven't had the opportunity to do this for a while. So yeah, I want to sit down and read that some point today. I don't know when, because today, now my lunch break, I'm going to have to go for a walk, unless it's stopped. Has it stopped? Cannot tell. I'm going to have to go for a walk in my lunch break today, and then after work we are going to my flat. Well, not that it's my flat yet, but the flat that I'm getting, because we're doing some measurements and I also have to let an electrician in because it's got a really old heater system. So I have to fork out and redo the heating. Yay! But we're going to go and have a little measure around, because when I went before I didn't really think I was going to get it because other people had made offers and I was told that it was normally first come first served, so probably wouldn't be me. And I kind of didn't look at it in the same eye, so now I'm going to look at it in the sense of like, this is mine, this is going to be mine. So that's exciting. I'll probably have a little bit of a breakdown about how real it is. And I've got a banging headache, which is great. I had a weird dream, I had a very weird twisted dream that made me feel a bit weird when I woke up. Do you ever get that? And yeah, I have a headache despite going to bed really early for me. So I just kind of want to relax today, and yet that's the opposite of what I'm going to be doing, so I'm going to crack on. Bye. I know I literally just said I'm not going to go for a walk before I start work because it's raining, but here we are again, another rainy walk. It's not heavy rain, it's very light spitting, like it's barely raining. So I'm giving it a go because my head is not feeling the best and I wanted a bit of fresh air to clear it out. So here we are, a semi-rainy walk that hopefully doesn't get any wetter, because as much as I enjoyed last week's walk in the rain, it was an intentional walk in the rain and I didn't mind getting wet, whereas now I mind. So I've got 20 minutes before I start work. This is going to be a short walk, but let's race through it. Okay, it's one of those weird days where you just feel strange. I think it's because I slept badly, woke up with a headache and it's gloomy outside, but after work I'm going to my flat to do the electrician stuff, some measurements, and my mum and I are also going to pick up some sushi from a local sushi place that we really like. We used to live in this area, now we don't, so we're getting the sushi and bringing it home. That's exciting, and we live like an hour away, so hopefully it'll survive the journey. So I'm gonna finish like the last hour and a half of my working day, drive to the flat, look at the flat, measure, sushi, home, eat, Desperate Housewives, bed, with some Midnight Sun in between. Good morning. I don't know why, but I have felt really tired today and yesterday when I've woken up. Normally I wake up and I'm like, okay, let's do this. But I've just kind of wanted to laze about and stay in bed today and yesterday. Yesterday I had a really bad dream and that made me sleepy because I slept really badly, because it was like a evil kind of dream where I felt very stressed in the dream. Whereas today I went to bed much earlier. I did not have any bad dreams I can remember, so anyway, viewing the flat again yesterday was a success. That went really well, and the electrician did some bits and it's a little bit less stuff to do than I thought, which is really good. And then we went and picked up some sushi, which was really good and deliverable to where I'm going to be living. So we picked that up and brought it home and really enjoyed having foodgasms over that. That was really good. And then we sat down and watched Desperate Housewives. It was just as I predicted. So today is going to be more or less the same type of day. I hopefully will read a little bit more of Midnight Sun. I am this far in, so I'm not making much progress yet. I'm about 108 pages. This is a big book. This is 750 pages long, so I will make a good chunk of it over the weekend because it's really sunny, which we know is my favourite type of reading weather, but I need to sit down and dedicate some serious time to reading this because I think it's quite addictive and going to be quite hard to put down once I get going. And the only reason I haven't read more is because I've been really tired the past 2 nights, so I have stopped reading it in favour of sleeping instead. I'm going to go for a walk now and listen to A Song Below Water because Audible is not working for me at the moment. Every time I click play, it says there's a playback issue and to contact customer service, which I'm going to do today. So I've switched over to script and I'm listening to A Song Below Water. Really like the narrator. What I think it might be a dual narrator. This is 2 different characters. I'm literally a chapter or 2 in, but the voices are really soothing and easy to listen to. So I'm gonna go listen to that now. I've got 25 minutes before I start work, so it's gonna be a quick walk, but I will catch up with you guys a little bit later on Thursday. Guys, I bitterly regret the walk. My hair was a bit wet when I left the house and now it's just gone limp. Yeah, it wasn't raining when I left and it wasn't forecast to, and the sky looked like it was clearing up a little bit. It's that horrible spitty rain that is just slowly making me cold and wet. Oh, the regrets. Hello, it's me at an actual acceptable angle. I watched back my vlog footage. I'm trying to edit as I go, as I normally do, and I have just filmed at really annoying angles throughout this whole vlog. Like, the lighting is terrible because it's been cloudy all week as well, and every time I edit it I'm like, why didn't you just set the tripod up rather than just holding it in a really awful angle and lighting? So I do apologise for the terrible cinematography that I have portrayed in this vlog so far. I'm now setting this one up because I just finished filming a video that will be live by the time you're watching this. So I've just filmed my thriller, mystery, gothic horror recommendations / haul / collection video. So I don't really know what I'm going to call it yet, but there was a lot of books. They're all next to me in a mess here. And it's made me realise that I have slowed down my reading pace a lot. And a couple of vlogs ago I said I wanted to slow down my reading pace because what I was reading I wasn't remembering as well, and that was annoying me. However, the reason I was reading faster is because I have so many books I want to read, and I'm having a moral dilemma now of I can read slower, remember the books more because I'm reading less, therefore there's less room in my brain being taken up. However, not read the books as quickly and just have more of a pile up. Or I can read a bit quicker, not necessarily remember the books like 6 months from now as much, but know that I really enjoyed them when I was reading them. Do you guys remember every single book that you've read? Because actually, am I ever going to remember every single book, or is it more about the enjoyment? Do we read for the enjoyment whilst we're reading the books, or do we read for the memory looking back? There's so many reasons we read. We read to learn, to grow. What am I saying? I'm just going off on a tangent. Point being, yes, I want to remember the books more. However, I think I need to pick up the pace a little bit because Midnight Sun is chunky and I actually want to be able to read other books this week / month. It's not going to be this week really that I'm going to finish that, let's face it, but I did finish a book this week already, so I think we can say that's successful. I would like to bump it up to like 10 books read this month though, because last month I read 6 and I can do better. I know I can. I'm turning it into a sport. Why am I doing this? Reading isn't a sport, kids. Reading is for fun and for education. However, sometimes you want to get through that TBR because it's really, really growing big and there's many, many, many books.
Start your computations.
Hello and welcome to Saturday. It's really sunny this weekend. It's going to be 30 degrees, which is like, alright, a little on the hot side, but still supreme reading weather to just sit outside in the sun, not have to worry about anything. So I'm going to be making much more of a significant dent into Midnight Sun. I've read about 70 or 80 pages yesterday because it was kind of humidly warm, so I sat outside. I don't know why I read so much when I'm outside. I think it's because I leave my phone inside because otherwise it gets really hot. So hopefully I can breach the halfway gap today at least and then get a bit further tomorrow. I would have thought that's realistic because it's quite easy, moorish reading. I'm enjoying it so far. It's interesting because Edward's always talked about as being like this stalker and why doesn't he leave her alone type of thing, and when you're reading it from his perspective that doesn't get any better. You're definitely reading it thinking give her some space. However, not that it's justified, but he tries to give it more of a justification because he feels that she's unsafe, and half the time she is, so I'm enjoying it. It's, you know, we know what to expect from the Twilight story, so I am enjoying it. Hopefully we're going to go find a sunflower field soon because we think there's one near us. We're just not really sure whether we can go into it or not, but there's definitely a bridge that goes over the top of it that I can film by, so hopefully I can get some footage. And that should just be really nice and summery and positive because we don't have many weekends left within these summer times, I feel, and I'm going to be moving in like a month, so I lose the garden, which is really sad, but I can come back. I've got a balcony, it's fine. But I thought I'd introduce the vlog. Sat outside today, being awkward, worrying my neighbours can hear me, and welcoming you to Saturday. Let's have a really nice, sunny, positive day. Okay, I got me on a pretty dress. It's all like, I didn't really do anything, and then you just saw that my room was a mess, but I'm gonna go find some sunflowers, hopefully, fingers crossed. I'm sceptical. I'm also thinking it's gonna be ridiculously busy, but hey ho, let's bake in a car and go on an adventure to find a sea of yellow.
Before you educate the head, try to educate the heart.
We have come to the sunflower field here. It's not open to walk through, annoyingly, but I was aware it probably wasn't. But there's a bridge here that looks all over the top of it, so you can kind of see it. I'm vlogging in public and I feel so awkward because there are cars coming past. Hang on. Okay, good. They're past noise. But yeah, it's really beautiful here. I would have loved to have come in, but it's just such a yellowy, positive, happy space, and it's a beautiful day, so feeling good, feeling happy. I have ventured out on my own. I've left my mum back at the car because there's a field that might have a better view. I'm entering the field. It does not have a better view. It doesn't have any view. What? Look at me vlogging in public. Aren't I great? This is a bit more private. Oh, wait, hang on. Hold the phone. There might be a better view. Barely. Is this considered a better view? I don't think it is, but you know, there's some nice focus pull options there. Okay, I made it. And now I'm gonna return to the car and go home. I'm an awkward potato, I am an awkward potato who can't yet vlog in front of other humans. The other humans have gone. I can't see any of this footage because it's so sunny, it's just reflecting off the screen, so for all I know you could just be looking at my ear. Look at this, look how freaking high up this is. Oh my god. Like, if you fell off of that, you would really hurt yourself. Similarly this side as well, actually. But at least you'd be falling into grass. Anyway, I can see the car. I'm nearly back to aircon. Woo! I'll catch up with you when I'm home and reading Midnight Sun. Okay, I'm wrapping up the vlog because it's really, really hot, as you can tell from the bun of hair I have scraped away from my face. And I just want to sob out because movement is effort and effort is hot and hot is... I love sitting outside in the sun, but I think when you come in the house it's very humid, and also sitting in the sun can make you feel quite lethargic, so by the end of the day I'm very much ready for a shower and bed. Tomorrow morning I'll be refreshed again and ready to enjoy it, but I'm at the point now where I'm like, I've toasted myself. But I have read just about to the halfway point of Midnight Sun. I am enjoying Edward's perspective. It's interesting to hear other people's perspectives as well, because Edward obviously reads minds, so he can tell us other people's perspectives. But I like seeing the moments when we see like Bella go to La Push Beach, for example, and we see what Edward's doing from that side of things. So it does cover it quite well. It would be interesting if all books did this and we had the other main characters' perspective on things. I would be interested to see how that would work out. But yeah, I've been enjoying it. So I'm glad I picked that up this week. It's quite big, but hopefully I can make a good chunk tomorrow as well and get within a couple of hundred pages left and then finish it early in next week's vlog. I don't think it's ambitious to think I'd be finishing it this weekend though. I don't think it's ambitious, it is ambitious. I also finished Nikita Gill's Fierce Fairy Tales, which was a poetry collection, feminist written fairy tales. Really, really good, and enjoyed that one. So read a book this week, have been in the middle of another very chunky book. Hope you enjoyed the sunflower footage as well. I really enjoyed filming that and going out somewhere different, although it was very warm. But that's pretty much been my day today. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I am getting closer and closer to my move date. Well, not that I've got that exact date yet, but closer and closer to potential move date each week that passes, and I'm really excited because I've kind of finalised all my furniture. I've ordered my paint samples last night and I'm excited. I will show you how the paint samples turn out if that's something you are interested in. If not, then you're gonna sit anyway. Thank you guys so much for watching this reading vlog. It's been a pleasure. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. You can comment down below, or you can subscribe to see more of my face on your feed. I've also started doing Instagram Reels, which is the new TikTok-like feature on Instagram. So I'll link that down below on my Instagram channel as well. So they're like 15-second clips if you want to see shorter video content from me as well. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Keep smiling and stay positive.